What's going on, guys? Oh my Godzilla, back here with another Godzilla figure review. Guys, today we are taking a look at Ebirah from Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster 1966. Guys, let's jump right in. Alrighty, guys, once again, we are here with the new Ebirah figure. This is the first time Ebirah has seen a Movie Monster Series release, so very exciting, I think. This is obviously the 1966 version from Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster. Very good picture of the tag. Pretty crisp image, honestly. I like it a lot. The eyes really cut through. Looks great. 2023 logo. Interior of the tag, you got the cool image of Ebirah once more. Moving to the back, you got the Movie Monster Series logo. You got something there in Japanese, the title of a movie, probably. Let's go ahead and sleeve this bad boy. Alrighty, guys, so the first thing you'll notice about Ebirah is it looks like he definitely was probably made straight up out of this kind of reddish, orange, pinkish, crustacean-colored vinyl. And then a lot of good black spray paint, kind of spray brush work going on along the whole body. And that's really all we see color-wise. The eyes are a slightly brighter version of that red. So really just kind of three colors mixed in on this guy, but that is not really a totally huge negative. He definitely looks good despite just a couple of colors. Let's really get in and take a look at some of this detail. So the tail obviously kind of has some of these slight waves to it, and then obviously some of the black on there, but I kind of like how this is obviously kind of layered. It looks like it could fan out for swimming or something. Not bad there. Bottom of the figure, unfortunately, none of it really saw any of that black brushing. That does not mean there's a lack of detail. So we kind of have the segmented tail moving up. It looks good. I love how you kind of have some of the details kind of on the skin there, just textured. Got some of his little bottom back legs, I guess. Either legs or weird little dangly, I don't know. Bottom of that segment looks okay as well. It is at least still detailed while it is unpainted. They at least went ahead and tossed us some detail on that part. Guys, the whole kind of middle section of the legs, unarticulated, just kind of a block. Obviously kind of a separate piece because you can see that glue seal there. Obviously, even if you broke the glue seal, there'd be no articulation. It's too oval shaped to spin in that joint. But these legs look pretty good. He's got kind of little feet going on, kind of look like Mothra feet. Just the two little pinchers there. Obviously kind of our same texturized detail with the black brushing over top of it. Same deal on the other side. And moving into the main kind of torso midsection here, I love these spines, kind of the smaller spines on the side. Moving up, we have the two lines of bigger spikes up on the back ridge there. Those look great. Definitely a good piece of detail there. And then even some texturized detail in the middle there. So that looks really excellent, actually. Moving up to the head and face, guys. Obviously, once again, the eyes kind of have a little bit more of a bright red to them, so that's cool that we have a little bit of a different color. Moving into the face area, whatever you want to call all these pieces, they are there. And then you kind of have some extra little mouth grabbies, some little, I like these little fuzzy, I don't know, it's his little beard, I guess. Kind of have these big chunks coming down, and I think these here are actually his antennae, coming back along. I wish they were kind of poking up actually individually, but obviously that would be kind of a pain for Bandai to go ahead and do, is to make that anything other than just kind of a ridge. So I think these are supposed to be his antenna, but obviously they're not going to be sticking up at all. And then once again, guys, the claws look pretty great. We do have two separate sculpts. We're going to have this one sculpt here. Looks great. You can squeeze it a little bit, obviously, because it's a soft vinyl, but no official articulation. Moving to this other side, you kind of have his weird smaller claw, whatever you want to call that. I do not know the name of it, why it is smaller than the other side, but it is cool. We get two kind of individual sculpts, and again, on the interior of those arms, we do not see any detailing or paint, really. We see some detailing, but no paint on the inside of these arms. In terms of articulation, guys, this figure does only have 2 points of articulation, that being the one here, which could probably go 360 if you really wanted to force it past those, and the other arm. We do not see any other articulation aside from those 2 points. So I wish we could have a little bit more articulation. Maybe something if they had done something along the head joint, but I really wasn't expecting much. Maybe this back segment would have been nice to see another piece of articulation at this piece here, but that one once again is glue sealed. That one might be breakable and spinnable, but I'm not going to risk that. Guys, let's check out a couple size comparisons. Guys, the first figure I wanted to go ahead and compare it to is the small Bandai. I'm not even sure what exactly the details on this figure are. Early 2000s Bandai. I think this is the Final Wars mold. So don't compare the details too much. And be careful not to breathe too much around this guy because his legs and arms and antennas fall off so easily. But just wanted to show it in case anybody else has this smaller figure. He's definitely going to be significantly smaller. We do not really have any Bandai, at least I don't have any Bandai figures from Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster. This is Godzilla 1965 for Invasion of the Astro Monster in the 50th Anniversary Memorial Box. But that's how he's going to scale up with just kind of your average size Godzilla figure. So just for reference, in case anyone was wondering, there is that sizing. Here he is sized up against the very new 2023 Ghidorah 1991, also from Bandai. Review coming on this guy very shortly, as well as going to be the next video out. But just since these two kind of shipped together, came out at the same time, I figured we'd go ahead and take a look at them side by side. So there's that scaling for you. And last figure I wanted to scale him against because I was mostly curious for my own personal knowledge. But this is the new 2023 Final Wars Godzilla Movie Monster Series. Just since I know Ebirah does make an appearance in Final Wars, different suit and whatnot. But I just was curious how the two sized up next to one another. So there is that scaling for you, just in case anyone wanted to see how he scales up against Final Wars Goji. Guys, that will about do it for Ebirah 1966. Let's get him sliding back in his tag a little bit better. Once again, guys, Ebirah from Godzilla vs. the Sea Monster 1966 Bandai Movie Monster Series. This is the first time this figure has really seen much of a release at all in the Movie Monster Series. So definitely a cool one to add to the shelf, guys. Definitely excited to squeeze this guy on the shelf. I'm definitely also glad he does not rely on those front arms to stand. So you can kind of get really good posability out of him on the shelf, despite him only having 2 points of articulation. Pretty unique. I definitely enjoy that. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this figure in the comments section below. I will link to HobbyLinkJapan, where I picked this figure up from. Definitely would recommend doing so if you are interested. Not sure how he's going to be selling. Not sure if he's going to sell out anywhere. I imagine he'll be fairly easy to come by for the time being. But a lot of these Movie Monster Series figures go eventually, and then they become hard to get in that second market, guys. So if you're interested, pull the trigger sooner rather than later. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you in the next one.